Or with these animals.
I'm with the money. I'm always with the money.
I think the cool thing about this franchise, Undisputed, is that there aren't really any good guys. Everybody's a bad guy. So even though Boyka's the good guy of this movie, he's still bad. It's just that everybody else is even worse than he is. So it's Boyka's the lesser evil.
Yuri Boyka Chornomachon, Russia. First-degree murder.
Rodrigo Silva. Prisão, Danilo, São Paulo, Brasil. Assalto e assassínio.
State your name.
Turbo, but you can call me Mr. Jones. Clearwater, Illinois Penitentiary, USA. Accused of a double murder.
What makes Turbo wonderful for me is that he's a man, like any other man, in a situation with a bunch of superhumans. And he shows the average man that with a little bit of belief, a great deal of passion, you can hang with the superhuman. Not only hang, but beat a couple.
No! Push me! I want to fight! Let me fight! I want to fight!
Fight.
Пустите его!
Well, it was easier because I played the character before. So I didn't have to create that character because I already knew him inside out. I knew what had happened before, so I didn't have to come up with a backstory or anything like that. Just stayed the same, really, just to show how the character changes. But I didn't want him to change too much. I wanted him to stay that angry character that he was in Undisputed too. You know, he doesn't let people in. But you see little flashes as he becomes more human, you know, and that's what I wanted to do, but not change him too much, because I thought that'd be too much of a stretch.
The whole fighting thing is just incredible. And watching this, it's like we shoot all the fighting scenes. It takes days and days and days. And it's in a crampy space with a lot of extras and a lot of crew, and the smoke machine is working all the time. You can hardly breathe. But I would stay there just even when I didn't have to stay there. I would just stay and watch, because what they do is so incredible. I mean, it's like watching dance. It's choreography. It's really a form of art.
The challenge is making everybody unique and trying to make each fight its own story, you know, but along with it being a challenge, it was kind of easy because with such unique styles, each one of them had a different flavor, you know, such as Ilram had great taekwondo lines, you know, representing North Korea. You know, Marco had, you know, more Wing Chun, more freestyle, good footwork, you know, similar to like Bruce Lee's style. So it was easy. And Scott, he's a mixture of everything, you know, which made it great that he can do his own stunts, he can do his own fighting, gymnastics, you know, take his own reactions, because it's great to see the camera follow your actor down to the ground, take the hits, do the kicks, do the flips.
They just know cables, and they fly in the air, and you look at this and you have all these double takes. I was like, he didn't do that, right? Oh, he's doing it again. He did.
No wires. No, I don't use wires. It has to look organic, has to look real.
No wires, no wires. I'm not a big fan of wires. I mean, it has its place, but this is more of a real world type of movie. Wires didn't really have a place in this movie, so natural skill only on these fights.
That's the great thing about this film. We've got brilliant martial artists. Marco Zaror, Ilram Choi, Lateef Crowder. You know, everybody's the best, some of the best in the world. Been very lucky to get those guys on this film, and they do it for real.
Having a team like this with Isaac, Lornell, and a great, incredible martial artist like Scott, I think, you know, we went 100%. A lot of contact, a lot of like acrobatic ability, you know, try to take it to another level.
The fight between Latif, the Brazilian guy, and Scott was just both of them jumping at the same time, doing unbelievable things in the air, and your jaw drops again and again and again.
I don't think I can think of any favourite fight scene at the moment because they've all been so painful. The easiest one was the first one, maybe that's my favourite at the moment. I didn't enjoy the stuff at the quarry, that was really difficult, but I think some of that stuff might be quite good.
3, 2, 1,
I'm probably gonna say my favorite fight is probably the finale fight. It was the biggest challenge. You had to tell the story of Boyka with his knee. His knee's actually injured. That became the challenge of the fight. How do you have a guy who's injured beat a guy who seems unbeatable? You know, so you had to, what I call, go inside the fight. You tell the story of a great fighter who's like playing chess. He's got to place the pieces in the right place. And the pieces might be finding an opening or using his ego as a weakness, you know, and then sometimes it's as simple as coming back with heart. So we kind of played all of them together and we made something special. I think the audience will enjoy it.
Children? Have children?
Yeah. Boy and a girl. You?
Met Scott, and from day one, working with him was one of the most wonderful experiences I've had as an artist. And I've worked with people with Oscars. I've worked with a lot of super talent. I'm in LA with a lot of super talent. But just amazingly freeing when you have a guy willing to work all night. We leave here and we go to the hotel room. We just work scenes.
Saw you fight last night. I ain't gonna lie, you got some skills. But that shit don't matter to me. Cause I got skills too. Talking to this motherfucker, that's good. Speaking skills, fantastic.
Having to act with an actor like him, the support that he offers is such an unselfish actor. And we were at the hotel together. He was in the room next door. Every night he'd come over and we'd go through the scenes for the next day, and it's been a pleasure working with him.
I made a new wager, Boyka. Sorry, my friend. You just can't beat the Colombian.
Him and Boyka, they have these relations. We don't see it in Undisputed 2. We just assume that he is his guy. But then here, they have a bit of a complicated relations of Boyka is his fighter, but he gives him a chance, which is a very important thing, I guess, for Boyka.
Well, it was easy to come up with the fights on this one because you had such talented guys. I mean, we had guys with amazing skill level, and normally with most actors, there needs to be a long time to train them, to get them to perform at a certain level. But with this one, there really wasn't much training. Everybody came to the table with their own skill sets, so it was just placing the right pieces in the right places, and we made us some great fights. Marco, Scott, we had Ilram, we had Latif, you know, and they all have their own followings and their own different types of martial arts styles, so it was wonderful making up fights for them. It was easy, you know, so I feel like I was just sitting back watching like a play or something and just watching them just perform.
Oh yeah, Lionel's done a great job, brilliant choreographer. Yeah, he's done a fantastic job. We got some great fights.
It feels great to go into a project knowing that your lead actor can perform so many great things. So it made my, you know, imagination just run rampant with the possibilities of what we could pull off in this film. And Scott's a consummate professional. I mean, you know, he puts his heart into everything. He's always in shape, you know, and he brings his best to the table every time. So it was a pleasure watching him perform, because what you think and what you see on film sometimes are two different things. But with him, what I thought came out even better when it was time to perform, because he had his own flavor, his own dynamic, and Once again, I really, really think we caught something special on film.
What you looking like? I know. You just saw your lights go out. Bling!